Alright, everyone. We've heard your complaints. We were doing too much PlayStation stuff, so here you go. Rather than sucking off Sony, we're now sucking off Nintendo.
I mean, I was doing more PlayStation stuff.
Well, I did Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I mean, I know I did the PC version, but that game is pretty much associated with the PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
And
but I
when
did it
we
way more than you.
and when we were doing Overcooked, I was recording it on the PlayStation 5.
I was playing it too.
Yes, but I was recording it. Point is, we exposed our viewers to quite a lot of PlayStation. So here we are, we're playing a game on the Nintendo Switch, and not just a game on the Nintendo Switch, because there is hentai games on Nintendo Switch, and those are also a game on the Nintendo Switch, but this is the game on the Nintendo Switch. That isn't Breath of the Wild.
I was actually going to correct you.
It's the other recognizable Nintendo brand. The one that more people tend to associate with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like,
And hey, at least
in hindsight, it's one of the things I find so weird that Mario Odyssey wasn't a launch title.
I mean,
But,
it's not the first time. It's not the first time that a Mario game was not launch title for a Nintendo console.
well, I know, I mean, Mario Galaxy was launch window. I'm pretty sure that Sunshine was the same, but like, I just find it weird when people think Nintendo, people think Mario.
Yeah.
And like,
Also, what time are we at? 'Cause I had to refresh the damn page.
2 minutes.
Okay. Sending it to 205.
Yeah. Yeah, you missed the epic introduction sequence where Bowser kidnapped Princess Peach.
No, I saw that. It was after Mario get plummets to the ground.
Ah,
I'll admit, at least when it came between this and Galaxy One, at least this one wasn't a really stupid out of nowhere Bowser beats Mario thing.
well, the one thing that
Like Bowser single handedly got Mario.
yeah, I mean,
Instead of Galaxy,
I
which just goes, and here's a random Magic Koopa just blasting Mario off the castle because,
yeah, that was the one thing I never
yeah.
got. Like it's always been Bowser versus Mario, and yeah, sure, throughout the adventure, you got you got to deal with Bowser's minions, but I do I do not get what you're saying. Also, random Bowser moment for reasons.
Yeah, why did he need to capture Cappy's sister? That makes no sense because it's like it doesn't do
We're playing a
anything.
game about Italian. It doesn't have to make sense.
Fuck you.
And I do want to say that even though I did record this game, I do prefer Mario Galaxy. I feel like that is the better Mario game. But that's also because I prefer Mario games to be level based. And in this game, you have basically really big levels with
Sandboxy. It's sandbox.
yeah.
I don't mind the sandbox stuff. It honestly is a really nice touch for Mario. I kind of like it. It honestly, I consider this kind of one of the worst Mario games to 100%.
Yeah, that's also mainly that also has to do with it. Like I tend to
Like
go
how,
for full
like
completion in Mario games, and I will say that I did 100% complete Mario Odyssey when I played it the first time, and by that I mean when I still exclusively used my Switch portably during my internship. My friend Connor can confirm that.
Edge just showing off us all the speedrunning tactics.
Yeah, you might notice that I kind of have a certain way of playing. I'm also gonna showcase one method that apparently doesn't work.
Are you also gonna show us how to cheese the goddamn jump rope game?
No, because I value my sanity.
Exactly. Jump rope games or jump rope mini games in video games need to stop.
Yeah. Wait, in video games, you're telling me that there's more than just Mario Odyssey that do it?
Yeah, Final Fantasy IX does it. It's way less needed
Well,
for 100% in FF9 than it is for this, though.
well, yeah, but Final Fantasy is an RPG, and you know that RPGs
Screw
are
you.
filled with
Screw you.
time-filling bullshit. How else are you? Otherwise, people might play it over the weekend, and they don't have to buy it; they can just rent it.
And now it's time to show off the main gimmick for this Mario game: possessing people.
Consensually, of course. And by consensual, I mean it's they agree to have Mario possess them, and they agree by not wearing a hat. Yeah, so that's kind of weird. Anything that is not wearing a hat, you can possess, except for those small Goombas. For some reason, you throw your hat at them and they just fucking implode or something.
Yep.
But I do find it an interesting mechanic, even if depossessing by itself becomes an
It's really
additional
weird.
100% completion bullshit thing. Because there's actually a...
I respect this way more than I respect doing that way more than jump roping.
I'm a bit mixed on it. I mean...
Okay, I want to start ranting. Fuck the Brutals. I do not like the Brutals for one purpose. They have no fucking point. They could have just as fucking easily replaced them with Roy, Wendy, Ludwig, and one of the taller Koopalings.
You know, that's a good question. What the fuck is Bowser Jr.?
Yeah, or Junior. Why did we need these random rabbits? These are just one of the worst fucking parts of this game. The Brutals are not interesting at all.
Yeah, they're just today's flavor of enemies.
Yeah, and again, they very easily could have just brought in the Koopalings, which they have been using kind of periodically, a lot better.
Yeah, part of me wants to say that maybe they didn't want the game to be feeling similar to the other Mario games. But then
we haven't had any of the Koopalings in any 3D Mario game, so it would have been a really welcome change.
Yeah, and I made the argument that it could be that they want to avoid people going like, "Oh my god, it's just like all the other games." But let's be real, this game is the definition of nostalgia pandering.
Yeah, I mean, hell, we're jumping the gun. We have Pauline from Donkey Kong in this game. It's the first time we've seen her in fucking since Mario vs Donkey Kong 2 or March and Minis, whichever one since the DS. Since the DS is what I'm trying to say.
March and Minis, wasn't that one DSiWare?
Still count. It's still DS.
But then the DSiWare game just had elements of the DS game. Whatever. Yep. I remember playing some Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, which I had on DSiWare. And looking back on it, I really didn't need a DSi. I should have waited for the 3DS. Oh, also, okay, so not to foreshadow something, but look at the date. Did you look at it?
Yeah.
Good. It's going to be relevant later on, I assure you.
Okay, okay. I was just like waiting. It's like, okay, are you going to explain that? Okay. And also, for some strange reason, they also had to add a mom to the Brutals, which we only fight twice.
Were people into mommies when this game came out?
I think we were on the cusp of I think we were about on the cusp of learning about Demescu in Village. I think, if my memory serves me,
Hang on.
I can't exactly remember.
No, if I recall correctly, they showcased Lady Dimitrescu or Dimitri, Big Mommy Milkers. They showcased it around the time people were talking about the PS5, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they announced that during they announced that in 2020. I want to say before COVID. But this game came out in either early 2018 or late 2017. 1 second. Yeah, late 2017 this game came out. So it was okay, so people weren't exactly into mommies yet. That was only going to happen like 2.5 years later. At the same time, I don't know, was it Resident Evil Village that kickstarted the whole Big Mommy Milkers thing?
I think so.
I mean, I know that I Wanted to Step on Me was a popular one.
Ugh.
Also, I know that I mentioned 100% completion, but rest assured, I am not going for 100% completion in this playthrough.
Yeah, no.
Like, going for 100% completion would make the difference between having the playthrough be 12 parts and 120.
Yeah. Yeah, going for 100% for Odyssey is more of a stream type thing. And even then, honestly, I would not. After I just actively sit down and just actually focus on this, I would not really 100% this game again.
Again,
It's like.
so
Well, after first time. That's what I mean by again.
All right.
It's mostly because a lot of the challenges in this game are really just they don't feel well thought out. Like prime example, jump roping. Granted, I'm not giving that's not a point to Nintendo because jump roping is bad in any game. Jump roping is bad in any game.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that if the game was specifically made for that, it would probably be all right. But I'm not waiting for.
Yeah.
But I'm not waiting for some indie creator to put like ultimate jump rope on Steam, and you know that somebody would.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not, and also, I don't like the condition of, oh, hey, you have to do 100 for your max. It's like, don't make that your max. Or if you do, don't speed up.
Yeah.
Because that's when I actively just straight lose my combo because, oh, hey, speeding up is actually can make it really obnoxious.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where in about 20 to 30 years, people are gonna say, well, why don't you just download an emulator and use Rewind?
No. It's like not even emulation save states save how bad jump rope it can be in video games. Like granted in in short instances like Mario Party, because there is that one mini game there. It's not bad, but if you're actively making me go 100, no, fuck off.
Yeah, the one thing that I don't like is that to get the first star, you all need to get 30. So, like, why is it that if you want to get the second star or moon,
You need 100.
you need one? Like, why is the step up so huge? And it's the
Yeah.
same. It's the same for that awful volleyball minigame, which I think is even worse. Just
At
stating
least
that
with
right now.
volleyball, at least with the volleyball, you can still use Cappy to help out.
Yeah,
You
but
can't with jump rope. You
Yeah,
can't
but
with
I-
jump rope, and it's
no. In the middle of the jump, you can throw Cappy, and it will extend the length of your jump.
just by a little bit.
The little bit that matters. You'd be surprised it helped me out a couple of times. Though I don't know what's my current record on the jump rope. I did check it during my recording, but I may or
not
may not
anywhere
have
near
edited
that
it
yet.
out because it also showcased my friends on Switch.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, question: do you buy any of the costumes?
Yep.
Good.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I buy all of them.
Oh wow.
No, wait, no, that's a lie. I don't buy all the costumes. I buy all the souvenirs because
So you don't buy the wedding dress. You don't buy the wedding dress.
Of course not. Why the fuck would I do that? So anyway, Mario decided that because his flight isn't going to leave just yet, he still has some time to mess around in the Cascade Kingdom.
And he also has time to get wet. And bonks his head against rocks.
It's always time to get wet.
What was the point of that? What was the point of that? All he did was just grab like 2 coins that just turn around.
No, 3, and they were purple coins. And purple coins are important because those are the ones he used to buy souvenirs. But we don't have the shop yet because this is a tutorial sequence.
I'm just...
Ah shit, I forgot a moon. I do like how they still show collectibles in this cutscene. I know we've already talked about it during Ratchet and Clank, but if you're one of our viewers who avoids PlayStation games, we'll just say it again. I like it when they showcase collectibles during
I do too.
cutscenes.
I do too. I get a big laugh out of doing that stuff because it's funny.